G'day, everybody. I want to talk about opportunities to heal moments within people, within your group. So, family, companies, and all sorts of things. Right? And how can you do that? Well, they say it's all about timing. And timing means because of opportunities. Timing brings opportunities. Right? So, I'm going to give you a little story about what I mean by all this. So, it helps you understand about opportunities and timing and doing certain things to help reconnect. As when you have opportunities and timing, it allows you to get into something that it's hard to reconnect in. Right? And so, with a quick one, it's like a country you don't agree with. Right? They think they don't need you. They're having a fight. They're whinging and whining. The next minute, they think they're the best. Next minute, nature comes in and fucks them up a bit. Right? And then after that, they're willing to help get help from people. And so you can still be an asshole, or you can step in and take that opportunity to reconnect in another way and show a point and do something. Right? That's just a quick one. But here's a story about we'll say a family issue when it comes to health, as I'm talking about health. And in this story, we have an old man that needs help, right? Or an old lady, right? That needs help. And they can't do things themselves. They're at home. They can do things at home basically themselves, but to do extras, it gets harder as you get older. And you get to certain parts where you may have illnesses, lost limbs, and stuff like that. That makes things harder for you in life, right, to do things. When it comes to extras, traveling around, things like that. Walking more and stuff when you're sick or doing any exercise is more on the body. Right? And so, and in this family, they had people, most families, they're definitely in the lower class system. They had people that are fighting. They've had little fights, disagreements. Someone said you didn't do this. Someone didn't offer that. Someone did something to someone and they shouldn't have. Someone had disagreement and all this kind of thing. And they don't talk to each other anymore. Right? And it hasn't been fixed to the end. As I say, when things go down, most people just leave it, have an argument, leave it, and it hasn't been fixed. Right? Or you can go back that day, the next day, and fix what's going on, and then you know where you stand. So when you don't know where you stand, things haven't been fixed in the argument. See, people do that a lot, all the time. I talk about it with a few people around me about the human trait these days is to have a little argument and then it doesn't really get finished and then use love and go, let's forget about it and try to move on. But you don't, because the problem really needed to be fixed. An answer needs to happen, not ignored. Right? And so in this family, you have an opportunity now, because in this opportunity, this old guy can't get in. He needs help. Right? This old lady, not the old person. And when they go to look in the family, they can only get half of them can help them. Right? Some of them moved away. Some of them are working. And so they can't help when you ring up to say, can you get me some medication? Or can you get me a lift to the doctors? Stuff like that. Right? And you need help. They could ring a person that would help them but can't help. So say they need to go to the doctors. So they ring up people, and everyone's at work, everyone's around, there's no one around, but the person that can help you and wants to help you can't, as they're in a similar boat than you, right? As they might not be able to travel. And so they're going to have to come over and try to help you, walk you. It's going to be too hard when it comes to most sick people, right? But you know someone else that you're still connecting with, so the older guy's not, but you are, right? When it comes to family, you'll find in groups that people are connected in certain different ways. So I'm a friend with them, but he's not a friend with that, but I'm a friend. And it can be connected through certain ways that you can get through if people are willing to do certain things and want to reconnect things and start up things. And so this other person who can't travel, can't do what they need to do, could call another person that had a little argument or didn't want to, believes they don't have to, stuff like that. You could call them back up and have a conversation to them about why you would do it and why you can't do it And this will be a good opportunity for you if you still want to connect and heal, which I heard you do. But we've just had a disagreement. We've had a disagreement with someone. Would you be able to do this favor for me, for this person? And I'll come with you too. I won't make you do it all by yourself. Some people might. But I'll come with you, and you will show that you're there to help and reconnect, and you want to come back and help, and you'll help me and you will help them, and so we all feel good. You're my friend and I'm their friend, and you had a disagreement. You're saying that if it's definitely family, you want to reconnect. This is an opportunity to come over and help reconnect. They didn't call you, as we're having this communication problem, and so I've called you to help out in this communication. Now, when it comes to a lot of these things, it can go both ways, right? But it's up to you to want to connect. And it takes a few people to get some people to connect. Because in this story, without you tapping in, that person may not ever asked again. As some people are stubborn, have stubbornness. Right? And the person who had the fight believes that, they were in the wrong, so they won't want to reconnect, which is the older person. And then the younger one, or the older one, could have played up, right? And felt like the bad guy. And now sick. And the other one is the younger one. And they just, hey, baby, flying around the head. And they just need to reconnect, right? And want to heal. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. It's a little touchy subject. I'm just thinking about it now. I've got to go from one area to another area to make sense of one area. But this might make sense to someone out there that already know the gaps. So if you're so educated to a certain area, so you know what connection and love is, and people who are taking things too far, right? It's more their grudge that they're having, more the stubbornness, right? And it can be fixed. It's a small thing. It's not a thing that needs court and all that kind of stuff. Usually could be fixed when other people get involved. It makes it easier. It's a little bit like a person also who's shy for a date or ask someone, but someone else ends up doing it for them by their behalf. Now, you've seen shows where that goes good and bad. Right? It's the same thing. You make sure you know most of the details and you're doing the right thing. And if you do know all those details, and it's usually when it comes to family, they do, it's a good thing that you help each other reconnect on ridiculous things, I call them sometimes, when people have fights and arguments and miss out on things and not be able to help and be sad about things because they had such stupid little arguments, you see. But anyway, have a good one. And if people don't get involved with it, they all believe that no one cares, right? Because of the involvement and so on. So you don't want to get that far into it. But have a good one and see you later.